You have written so many wonderful shows and films with Howard Ashman. I've asked you this before, but collaborations are really special. I've spoken to all these teams. Why do you think you and Howard work so beautifully together? Are you able to put that into words?
It's just chemistry. But it's also our interest. We both loved absorbing the world, both of pop and rock and theater, in the same way. I think genetically we have similar backgrounds. It was something that just clicked in our artistic sensibilities, and we were wonderful foils for each other. I was a very good catalyst for Howard, and as Howard became ill and unable to be the captain of the ship, which he was on Rosewater and Little Shop and Mermaid, and I had to step up and really up my game in my career. He, to me, he just stays with me every day of my life now. He's still very much a part of every moment in my career.
Well, I want to get into Little Shop of Horrors because, I mean, I have the poster behind me. I loved everything about Little Shop. I remember seeing it at WPA first. I saw it down at the Orpheum numerous times. Would you just share a wonderful story of what it was like creating that musical or what that musical means to you?
Wow. A story. How many stories? I remember when we had the first time we took a crack at that musical. It was very influenced by Roger Corman's movie. It was very jazzy and kind of dark and quirky. And we played it for people, and they went, "What in the world is this?" And then Howard came in and said, "I think I get it. Got it. This has got to be the Dark Side of Greece. It's got to be, we're going to pull on Phil Spector rock and roll and girl groups, and boom, it all just came together in an amazing way." And WPA Theater was this amazing launching pad. It was this tiny little hole in the wall, funky as hell, right below the Chopsticks massage parlor. So you'd pass people going up the massage parlor on the way to seeing Little Shop of Horrors, and it was magical. And we had lines around the block. For a while we were doing midnight shows, which was a dream, and then Equity made us stop that, unfortunately. I know, we should go back to that somehow. But those were the days. We were looking for all these out of the way places to do musicals in the most subversive and interesting way. And Little Shop is a very traditional musical, clothed in this amazingly imaginative combination of doo-wop rock and roll and horror movies, and it just clicked. It clicked amazingly.
I want to get into the Disney years with Howard. I mean, you guys went to Disney. I mean, you sort of reinvented all the stuff they were doing there. I mean, The Little Mermaid, favorite memory of working on The Little Mermaid, first for the film and then the Broadway musical. Tell me.
Favorite memories. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the timing of when it came into my life was amazing because it was a dark time. The AIDS crisis had hit, and I was watching all these VHS tapes with my little daughter Anna on my lap, and I was rediscovering Winnie the Pooh and rediscovering Cinderella and Peter Pan, and then I get a call from Howard saying, "Do you want to do this animated Disney animation?" I said, "Yeah." And of course, the big headline for me was that Howard and I were working separately at that point. I was working with Tom Ian on a show called Kicks, a showgirl musical, and Howard was working with Marvin Hamlish on Smile. And this was Howard and Alan coming together again. And to me, that was really the headline for me. Howard and I are going to work together again. Oh, and yes, it's at Disney. Oh my God, the memories of that, or just, Jodie Benson, she was Jodie Marzorati, and she was in Smile, and we were auditioning her for Kicks, and we were bringing the heart of our New York theater community to animation, and And Peter Schneider, who was the vice president in charge of animation, had been our company manager on Little Shop under Albert Poland. So this whole world at Disney was coming together, manned by people who came out of theater. By the way, including Michael Eisner, who was a theater major. I don't know if people know that. Yeah, it was absolutely incredible.
I want to go back to Beauty just for 1 second, because Angela Lansbury, I mean, I listen to Beauty and the Beast all the time, and it's the perfect melding of song and performer. Do you remember when you gave her that song to listen to?
Yeah, of course. And she turned us down. I had done a demo of Beauty and the Beast, and I had also had Howard do. Howard did one that was much more Mrs. Potts's voice, and I was tale as old as time, very sort of pop oriented. So they sent the song to Angela, and I get back from Disney. Angela has turned us down, and I said, wait, which demo did you play for her? Oh, yours, of course. I said, no. Send her Howard's performance. She heard Howard's performance, and she said, oh, okay, I get it. Yes, I'm in. God bless. He was so smart and such understanding of musicals and of characters, and amazing. Yeah. And then we had, of course, the moment in the studio where we had just rehearsed the song once with orchestra. Angela had just flown in, came into the studio. Let's just go to the, let's just sing it down with the orchestra so they get your performance and they can rehearse it with you. And David Friedman lifts his hands and they start playing and she starts singing, and it's there. It was just amazing. And of course, that was an incredible day because we had 2 songs that day. Angela doing Beauty and the Beast, and Jerry Orbach singing Be Our Guest. And that was musical theater heaven, absolute heaven. And, people who have seen the Howard documentary will see little excerpts from us being in the studio and Howard sitting in the back. Really, not well at all, but putting on a brave face. And this an incredible day in the studio with Angela singing that song and Jerry singing Be Our Guest.
I have goosebumps all over again. I've seen the clips, but I mean, just you telling me that all over again, I was like, wow, can you imagine what it must have been like for the 2 of you to be sitting in there and having her doing that and Jerry Orbach doing it?
Unreal. It's just, and we're blessed with a lot of those moments. They're unreal. Yeah. There's no way for you to quantify them. And yeah, it's amazing.